I turn off the set, but then the house feels too quiet, and bad pictures are bouncing around in my head. All three lamps are on, but it still feels dark, so I grab the other remote and turn on the FM. The room fills up with jazz. I concentrate on the trumpet line because that's my instrument. The trumpet breaks into a high solo, and it's a bright sound, shiny and clean. And then I remember my sandwich. I eat it, but it doesn't feel right in my mouth. It doesn't feel right when I swallow, and the milk tastes strange. Nothing feels right. Because when fear begins to crawl, it just keeps coming. Light is good, light is very good, but the windows behind all the curtains are dark, and behind every curtain there's a horror story, a real one. And it's the real ones that come crawling at me through the night. The alarm system is blinking. They're supposed to make me feel safe. It's blinking next to every door. The alarm system has eyes and fingers all over the house. It senses things. The system will shriek when something outside starts to come through a door or a window. But fear doesn't need doors and windows. It works from the inside. I hurry to the study, flipping on other lights as I go. I swivel the big computer monitor around so I can sit and not have my back toward the doorway or the big curtained window. The jazz keeps coming from the TV room, but it's a different tune now, and a saxophone starts wailing. The computer boots up, and then I'm online, and I've got a messenger window open, and I tap in Kenny Temple's screen name, Gandalf 375. Kenny's a Tolkien freak, which is why we're sort of friends. So this will be good. I can talk to Kenny online, just talk a little, like about jazz band, because jazz band practiced today after school without me. No response. I key his name again. Nothing. I try a few other names. Kids I ask about homework sometimes, like Jeff. I can ask Jeff what I missed in biology today. Or maybe Ellen Beck. She lives over on Blackstone, practically a neighbor. She'll know. And I can ask her about English, too. Nobody's online. Then I remember midterms are coming. Nobody's online. A digit changes on the clock at the upper corner of the computer screen. It's now 9:11. I shut the box down. The hard drive winds to a stop. The screen gives a static crackle and goes dark. And it hits me that it's so early. 8, maybe 9 more hours before dawn. The lights are burning here, but darkness is all around me, in the alley, in the attic, in the basement, in every closet. The night is everywhere. Hours and hours and hours of night. I'm sitting at the desk in the study, and I see my clothes reflected there in the dark computer screen. If I could see my eyes there where my face should be, what would they look like right now? Would they look uneasy? More than that, maybe haunted? Would my eyes look haunted? Were that lady's eyes open? The eyes of the dead lady down in the basement cooler at Russell's house? What did her eyes look like? I'm running up the front stairs, flipping on lights as I go, and I get to my room and turn on the lights, and I shut the door, and I lock the door, and I sit on my bed, and I grab my pillow, and I hug it against my stomach because of the fear. It's cranked up. It's up past terror, past panic. I'm thinking this must be dread, except I'm not thinking. There's no room for thinking, just feeling. Feeling like the dread is oozing up through the cracks between the boards on my floor, bubbling up through the heater grates. I can feel it rising, like water, like black blood, like the fluids, the fluids that Russell's dad pumps into the dead bodies down in the basement of the funeral home. The dread is filling my locked room and my mouth and my nose and my ears, my eyes, my lungs, and I'm drowning in it. But I sit there and I don't drown. I'm breathing so fast I feel faint. I have to yawn, but I'm getting a thought. It's a real thought, a memory about fear. And I'm thinking it. And the thought is simple. It's simple. Nothing to fear but fear itself. From a history class, just words, until now. And then it's like I'm 5 feet away, and I'm looking at me, at this guy sitting on a bed, and I can see he's not under attack. There's no danger, and I can see that the fear is the thing. It's just fear.